Okay, let's unpack this. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the world of Ardz, a name that, it's pretty much synonymous with high-quality, solventless cultivation.
Absolutely.
We'll explore his unique methods, his journey, basically what led him to define a standard in modern solventless. We've got that great source, Ardz, a legacy in solventless cultivation. So what's our mission here?
Well, what's really fascinating, I think, is how Ardz, with what, over 25 years in this,
Mm,
it's a dedication to a very specific craft.
right.
Growing these incredibly clean, resin-rich plants and doing it through natural systems. So this deep dive should help you understand the why behind his whole resin over everything idea.
From the beginning.
Yeah, from his early roots right through to these big award-winning collaborations, and why that focus really matters for the final product you might experience.
Okay, so here's where it gets interesting for me. His background itself is kind of unique, right? Second generation grower.
Yeah, started back in the late 90s.
Yeah. The Prop 215 era in Sonoma County, learning with family. And for you listening, just a reminder, Prop 215, that was the beginning of legal medical cannabis in California.
A pivotal time. It let cultivators like Will really start refining things.
But it's more than just the history. It's his specific cultivation philosophy that really makes him stand out, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we connect this to the bigger picture, his core belief is all about natural systems and fundamentally clean resin.
So what does that look like in practice?
Well, he runs no-till beds, uses cover crops. So he's maintaining this living soil, not disturbing it, building this rich ecosystem.
Okay.
And he uses vegan, fungally dominant compost, brews compost teas. Think of those as like super rich, natural liquid feeds made from fermented stuff.
And this focus on soil fertility, how does that translate?
It transfers directly. Because that healthy soil, it leads to really vibrant, potent trichomes, the resin glands,
Yeah.
and richer terpene profiles.
Right, the flavor and aroma.
Exactly. But the key difference for solventless, and this is critical, is that his flower gets frozen super fast, within 45 minutes of harvest.
45 minutes, wow.
Yeah, no curing, no flushing the plants beforehand. Everything is grown specifically for solventless extraction, getting that resin without chemicals.
And this meticulous approach, it led him to his flagship strain, right? Grape gas. Tell us about that development.
Grape gas. He got the genetic cut, so a
Yeah.
specific clone back at the Emerald Cup in 2020. Big competition. It's cross. Grape pie and jet fuel gelato.
Yeah.
And once he really dialed it in using his living soil methods, it just became this standout washer.
A washer, meaning.
Meaning it yields exceptionally high-quality resin that's perfect for solventless extraction like ice water hash. It's known for its deep purple color, those grape diesel terps.
Ah, those aromatic compounds.
Yeah, they give the smell and flavor, and just heavy resin production. It really sums up his mission, that plant.
He's also really known for significant collaborations, too, ones that have kind of pushed the boundaries. Can you give us a glimpse into some of those partnerships? What was the impact?
Oh, the collaborations are definitely critical to understanding his influence. You've got top-tier processors like Masterball Melts,
Yeah.
who took his material, his grape gas, Talimon, Blue Mosa, and turned it into rosin. And they consistently got these clean cures, strong yields, won awards again and again.
Setting a standard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then there's Wook Winery. They dropped 6-star releases. That's like the absolute highest grade of hashish.
Top tier.
Yeah, winning at events like Dabadoo. And beyond them, he's worked with Passion for Hashing, Mendoza Farms, Mountain Organics on different projects. It just shows a really broad impact. And, the competition wins confirm it. Ego Clash, Dabrite Invitational. He's consistently recognized.
Speaking of scope, then, his genetic library is apparently huge. What does that tell us about his expertise and what's next for him?
Yeah, the library is impressive. Over 50 cultivars. And cultivar is just, another word for a specific variety.
50 plus. Wow.
Yeah. Ranging from old school classics like DJ Short's Blueberry to Sour D and, of course, Grape Gas. It just shows incredible depth.
And he grows in different environments.
Indoor, outdoor, greenhouse. And he actually selects which varieties go where based on which terpenes, which aromas really shine in that specific environment.
Smart. So looking ahead.
Well, he's planning some breeding projects with kenjana extracts. New collabs with American Hash Co. are apparently in the works too. So he's continuing that 25-year journey of just letting the resin lead.
So putting it all together, what does this mean for you listening?
Will Ardz's story is, well, it's a deep dive into how this singular focus resin over everything,
Right.
when you combine it with like a quarter century of hands-on expertise and these natural cultivation practices, how that can totally redefine quality in a really specialized field.
It's very inspiring.
Yeah, it shows the impact that a dedicated, almost artisanal approach can still have. And it really raises an important question for all of us, I think. How does understanding this whole meticulous process, from the living soil, the specific genetics, right through to freezing the flower immediately, how does that change your perception of quality and value?
Not just for this stuff, right?
Exactly. Not just in this field, but maybe in any highly specialized craft you encounter.
Yeah.
Something to think about.